Virtual boxing coach here, and I can teach you and anybody how to box like that in about 3 minutes. We'll go through basic stances, your footwork, defense, and then the 6 punches of boxing. Let's go. All right, team, let's go ahead and speed run through this thing. We'll start off with the stance. If you're right-handed, your right foot's gonna be behind you, left foot back. Vice versa, if you're southpaw, left foot forward, right foot back. For my demonstration today, I'm gonna use my orthodox stance, so right foot back, left foot forward. I'm gonna take 2 feet back, so I'm gonna set off parallel like this. I'm gonna take 2 feet back, 1, 2, and then 1 step forward with my left foot. Boom. I'm gonna make sure that my feet are at least 2 feet apart as well. So if you look at my stance here, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Turn my feet towards my opponent. That's for your foot positioning. Now for your hands, rear hand's gonna be stuck to your jaw, elbows tucked in nice and tight, chin down. Hand, same idea, bring it to your jaw, bring it a little farther out, tuck the elbows in. Here's your boxing stance. Ideally, stay on your toes, that way you can maneuver properly while you're fighting. We're gonna start off with footwork. If you're gonna step forward, lead foot goes forward first, my rear leg is gonna follow through. Just like that. Do not cross your feet. When you step back, rear leg first, left foot follows. All while you're keeping your stance. Stepping to the left, stepping to the right. I'm trying my best to maintain the distance between my feet the whole time as I'm maneuvering. Even as I pivot, I'm making sure that my distance between my feet stays the same. Whichever direction that is closest to the foot you're moving to, so if you're stepping forward, lead foot first, that's the foot that moves first. Don't cross your feet. Next up, we're gonna cover your punches. We'll start with a basic jab. Notice I'm using my lead hand straight down the middle. To add some technique to that, I'm gonna pull my rear shoulder back as I'm throwing. That's gonna cause my hips to turn, and that's gonna add a bit more power to my punch. Notice I'm also rotating my fist. As you throw your jab, rotate the fist inwards and then pull your rear shoulder back. Let's add some footwork. Just like so. Now we're gonna do the cross. In my case, it's gonna be the right hand cross. If you're southpaw, it's the lead cross, your left side cross. So from here, I'm gonna do the same thing as my jab. I'm gonna rotate my fist into the punch and pull my opposite shoulder back. Remember, rotate the fist, pull shoulder back, your hips will turn with it. But if you want to gather more power, push down on your big toe on your rear foot, squeeze your glute. You can add a lot more power to that cross. Step forward, cross, step back, cross, add the jab cross. So it's easy to mix it up with these two. What you want to make sure as you're practicing these punches, your footwork has to make sense with the punches. So step forward, make sure you're properly stanced, throw the combination, and making sure your feet don't cross. Next up, we're gonna go with the hook. You wanna make sure that the hand becomes parallel to the floor. You wanna rotate your fist into it, and this is meant to go around the guard, so you're gonna hit the side of the head. So from here, I'm gonna make my lead hook. I'm gonna do the lead hook first. Lead hand's gonna go about parallel to the ground, and I'm rotating my fist. Just like the jab, I'm pulling the rear shoulder back to throw my punch. Rear hook, the same idea, parallel, turn. All the while, stance stays the same, chin's tucked down, and then I bring it back to my face immediately. Just as fast as I throw it out, I pull it back in. Step forward, step back, right, left. Next up, we're gonna cover the uppercuts. You wanna use a lot of the leg strength for this one. You're gonna go ahead and put your body weight in your lead leg. I'm gonna dip down a little bit to my lead side without letting my chin go over my toes. Once I'm in this position, I'm gonna extend my hip, turn my fist upwards, aiming for the jaw. If it's a body shot, I'm gonna aim right underneath the rib cage. If it's the head shot, it's gonna be right underneath the jaw. Same idea, pull the rear shoulder back and rotate into it. Same thing with the rear uppercut. Load your rear leg, extend your hip, pull your opposite shoulder back. When you're practicing this as a beginner, keep it real simple. Step forward 1 time, pop, pop, 2 punches, 3 punches maybe. Step back, pop, 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 just like I was showing you in the back. Hope this helps out. 3-minute boxing.